Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Shan't stand idly by.
Turn your gaze elsewhere. Up.
This does not.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. I wonder what it was Malcolm.
Where could Malcolm... Perhaps you could try asking the other children. Where could... Perhaps you could try asking the...
Tis my duty to devote...
Please, sir, don't tell nobody. A short repose would do me a world of good. My prayers will surely be rewarded. Wickedness has no hold.
You will suffer for this.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. I fear this. Good day, sir. My friend will surely be rewarded.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Some other time, mate.
Let me think on this.
I wonder what it was Malcolm.
Pity me, dude. Quit stare.
Only person I believe in is myself. Fancy a broken arm? Why, that's my special.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Vale would taste twice as fine here.
This should help.
Oh, bad trouble here. I best move along.
Can't we make our own way?
This place ne'er fails to calm my spirit.
I know so little of...
Please, sir. My prayers will show. Surely be rewarded in the hereafter. This place ne'er fails to calm me.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Where's Malcolm?
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get... Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
Now this is a conundrum.
My greens a second. Now this is a
I had my own.
Please to have a full bed.
Wickedness has no hope.
Please, sir. Don't tell. My prayers will surely be rewarded. 'Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue. There's all watching me. I swear it. How about you? Have you someone to care for?
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report back now? Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more. Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
One can never
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze. Let us make haste.
A short jaunt can quickly become a journey, till before you know it, you're bruised up and all out of curatives.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just a book, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret work.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
I quite agree.
How are we to get through this door?
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of... Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars, were I the scholarly sort.
You have my support.
The books ne'er seem to end.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
May have dreams with
Shall we gather the materials needed to assemble a bunch of flowers? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Some call it culture. Unless we've business.
What's life about?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use. Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
I suppose 'tis so. Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Aye, it's quite a trend.
Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here?
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I suppose 'tis so.
Barely scraping by.
My hardest when I'm backed into some corner.
I feel nothing hurts for me here another moment.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
You're wasting your time talking to me.
So we've finally...
Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers or... Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it or mine it ourselves.
Right you are.
Well met, always the same. They are.
Good evening, sir. I trust you for... It all right on the roads, despite the hour? You know where to find me.
I expect this ore will suffice for the silver stone Miss Daphne requested. Let us deliver it to her now.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Pray, take this.
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Waldar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. It is always a pleasure.
No easy answers.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern.
Your Majesty, 'tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of Saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters. There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? Now.
Sleep.
That wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a better.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Given our current vocations, we've little use for arrows. But we might as well take them.
They are hardly a burden on our packs.
As soon as you turn back, out comes the dagger.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. Where the phantoms, Master?
Holy attacks are our best bet to get them control.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. The Arisen has been drenched!
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen.
There's no great shock to me.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
If you would. Worms. Oh, I hate how they've written.
Let us remain calm and deliver the beast direct.
'tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, my talents lie in combining materials.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I hope you weren't expecting that,
Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
Let's fight. To arms.
Very well, my master.
One of us has been drenched. Seems we have the rain.
Might we not leave the range to our advantage?
No quarrel here.
One of the targets my own master made me felt. I should like to see it burn. I ask your aid. I will avoid the task my master set for me.
Well said.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? The rift has been drenched. Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
It is worth considering, if we've the time.
It seems we already possess what's required of us.
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
He's something of an enigma, isn't he?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
They have no power save to push my boat.
Oh, that's right. I was telling you about the Gigantus, until you went off somewhere. Now, listen well. The Gigantus is an earthen structure that hearkens to the voice of the sea, for 'tis a servant of the brine. Just as the Arisen commands the pawns, so too does the sea's peril compel. Supposedly, the brine have their colossal servant monitor the dragon to ensure that it commits no acts. As for what the brine deem an act of excess, I could not. Some would argue that 'tis the hand of excess what brings the cup of fine ale to our lips time and time again. But what of it? Those unbidden sips of ale are what keep the throat from growing parched. Without them, life would be a dull affair indeed. That brings me back to what I was saying about the... what was I talking about again? Ah, of course, the Gigantus. 'Tis formed of clay, and tall enough to graze its brow upon the very clouds. What's more, 'tis said its lofty gaze watches o'er the world even, and should it be stirred to life by the voice of the sea, mayhap 'twould do aught to put that dragon in its place. You do not believe, but I assure you 'tis no less than the truth. I've beheld it all with my own eyes. No one believes a word I say.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here. Damn lizard. Is this where I'm to draw my last? Unsarn it!
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
That's that, then.
Well said.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Let me get that.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Saurian, Master!
You might underestimate this, folks. Not to heal up. Hold just a moment.
Aught appears to have changed since we were last here. Let us proceed with due caution.
What could be the cause? This demands further investigation.
sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Christian gets the worm, as they say.
Ere I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of Saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. But mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir. Do something, anything about the Saurians infesting our village.
Sorry, Master. Be on your guard.
Careful now.
We'd best report back.
Well met. Looking to make... Purchase. Much obliged, sir.
Is the deed done, good Arisen? We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I dare say we'll have this place. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit. I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as...
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
Indeed, you are correct.